Nalini and friends. It is such an honor to have you guys here. My name is Jocelyn Garcia.
And my name is Michelle Giovanni.
And today what are we going to discuss about?
Digital literacy as
A compulsory subject. Let's take a seat, Michelle.
Okay, Jocelyn, do you think digital literacy as compulsory subject is important?
I think it can be in both sides, but in my opinion, I think it's important. Because, kids nowadays, they use phones, their laptops, and many of more. I think you also use your phone and laptop, of course. I mean, yeah, we have to text each other and many more of that. But I think, in my opinion, that digital literacy is quite important for people to instill in schools, especially in their high school, that is going to continue their education more into like their university or they're going to work. But what I'm going to say is, I think that if you want to apply to a job, I think that your boss will say that you must have a digital literacy, such as you have to know how to use Microsoft Excel or documents and many more of that. But do you think in our school they already have digital literacy?
I think our school can, but we need fix the, for example, we need add more computer and make the Wi-Fi more fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that in the school the Wi-Fi has not been so good all the time, right? And especially for the computers and other than stuff like that. But I think in our school, we should focus more on digital literacy because I think in the future it might be very important for us, right? But since I already discussed about the positive effects, what about your negative?
I think it is making digital literacy as a compulsory subject is not easy because first we need mix with teacher. Not all teachers are ready for teaching digital literacy, so they need more training to teach us well. And then our school schedule is already very busy. If we add a new subject, I think students will be more stressed and too tired. And then last, I think not all schools have a good internet connection and computer, especially in small villages.
I mean, talking about teenagers nowadays, I just realized that teenagers now should know how to think critically. As teenagers, right, you know how to think the good sides for you using your internet, or you can see the bad side. You know how the difference of works and not, right? Yeah, and especially in my opinion, what you said before, that teachers, it will be such a burden for them because for students, they will add a new subject in them, and for teachers, they should teach their students more.
Okay. But digital literacy is almost right.
Yeah, I think it's quite important because in the future you have to use Microsoft and documents and many more. I mean, have you already learned one of those?
And I think in my opinion, digital literacy is the most. But we also have problems like teacher readiness and bad facility. So we need to government need to
I think they need to improve more, right? They need to improve their PC, and then I think that especially if the school doesn't have the teacher to teach digital literacy, they should hire a new teacher for it, right?
Yeah.
I think it will be such a burden to them. At some point, it can be really important for in the future for us who wants to apply for a job and I don't know, that kind of stuff, right? Do you have anything to discuss?
I think no. What about you?
I think that's all, but in my opinion, it can be for in the good sides or in the bad sides. Yeah. So I think it's 50-50, right? Right. I think
digital literacy is a must, but we also need to see the bad side
Good sides.
and good side, especially in small village. The teacher and student, I think, is not ready for making digital literacy a compulsory subject.
Yes, but I think, in my opinion, that they also have a good sides in it, such as we should be ready for using digital literacy more. Like what I said before, we have to use Microsoft Excel, documents, and many more. And students should know how to differentiate the bad sides and the good sides. Yeah. I think that is all from our conversation.
Okay, since you guys mentioned that teenagers and students are the subject of your discussion, I want to ask a question. How does digital literacy help students to think more carefully when they are checking information online?
Can you repeat the question?
How does digital literacy help students to think more carefully when they are checking information online?
Oh, I think that the students nowadays or teenagers nowadays, they know how to differentiate by themselves because not to mention, but us as a Gen Z, we know how to use internet in the right way. We have to search for the right sources, and then basically we can just know how to differentiate them in a good way or in a bad way.
Okay. How does digital literacy can help improve student grades and research skills?
Digital literacy can help students
Digital skill, research skill, and student grades.
For example, if you already have your teacher as the one who teach you for digital literacy, I think that the teacher can teach us how to improve our grades more, and I think that
digital literacy is important for all future.
Yeah. Okay. So how can digital literacy help to stop spread of false information and fake news? Fake news, misinformation.
How can digital literacy prevent
Yes,
the
false news.
misinformation
Yes.
and the false news online?
As a teenager, we can pick who is right and
Yeah.
who is right and who isn't right.
I think that question will lead us to the first question again, because what I said before, that students can manage the good sides and the bad sides.
Okay. Do you have any tips how to be responsible when we are using the digital technology to communicate online?
Communicate online.
Yep. Communicating online is including in the digital literacy skill. So, do you have any tips how to be responsible?
Communication online.
Communicating online. I think that is a part of the digital literacy, right? And do you have any tips how to be responsible? That would be my last question.